I never imagined this would happen to me. Saying it aloud still feels like swallowing shards of glass. The person I trusted above all else, the one I built a life with, had turned against me. Betrayal has a way of coming from the ones closest to your heart. It was a Tuesday evening when everything changed. I had left work early, planning a quiet surprise for her, but the shock hit me first. Her phone was on the kitchen counter, buzzing relentlessly. I glanced at the screen, and in that instant, everything shifted. A single message burned its way into my chest, leaving a hollow ache I couldn't ignore. I stood there, stunned. My hands went icy, my chest heavy, as if gravity itself had grown cruel. When she emerged from the shower, humming a tune like our world hadn't fractured, I looked her in the eye and whispered, "I know." Her face paled, not with guilt, but with an unsettling calm. "I'm sorry," she murmured, her voice hollow. "I don't love you anymore." 10 years of shared memories, laughter, and plans vanished in one breath. I packed a bag and walked out, unable to remain under the same roof where trust had died. I found myself at Ryan's doorstep, my best friend who needed no explanation. "Stay as long as you need," he said, simply opening the door. I didn't expect who would be there with him. His sister, Emily. She had always been around, a few years younger, quietly sharp, observing the world with a gaze that saw through pretenses. That first night, sleep evaded me. I lay staring at the ceiling, replaying every smile that had been a lie. I craved revenge, but had no direction. Morning brought Emily to the kitchen with calm authority. "Breakfast?" she asked, then, studying me, added, "You're protecting her by staying silent." Confused, I leaned in. She revealed what she had kept to herself for months. My wife's betrayal wasn't limited to one affair. She had been reckless, weaving a double life full of deceit, thoughtless exposure, and humiliation. The realization hit me like a tidal wave. My pain, once raw and shallow, transformed into something sharper, an unrelenting drive for retribution. The following days were a blur of conversation and planning with Emily. She knew the details of my wife's treachery, where she went, whom she met, what she thought she could hide. Each revelation added precision to my strategy. I wasn't going to crumble. I wouldn't beg. I would rise with calculated resolve. Step 1, exposure. With Emily and Ryan's help, I gathered proof, photos, messages, timestamps, and carefully organized everything. Then I sent it to everyone who mattered to her, family, friends, colleagues. Her carefully constructed life shattered overnight, leaving her to face the consequences of her actions. Step 2, reclaiming my freedom. I had already consulted a lawyer. With the evidence and Emily's testimony, the divorce swung decisively in my favor. The house was mine to sell, accounts divided fairly, and she was left scrambling to piece together what remained of her life. Step 3, personal triumph. She had expected me broken, desperate, diminished. Emily reminded me daily that betrayal did not equate to weakness. It sharpened resolve. It ignited clarity. Slowly, I rebuilt myself stronger than before. One quiet night on the porch, Emily asked, "Are you ready for what comes next?" I nodded, ready to rise, ready to live unbound by her choices. When the divorce was finalized, she called, pleading, begging for a second chance. I refused. "Your chance is gone," I said firmly. "You made your choices. Live with them." For the first time in months, I felt unshackled, free from the pain and lies. Emily had given me more than truth. She gave me strength, perspective, and the fuel to reclaim my life. Betrayal no longer held power over me. Instead, I had built a life so full, so fearless, that she would forever wonder what she had discarded. Betrayal cuts deeply, but it doesn't always determine the victor. Sometimes survival, growth, and unapologetic joy are the finest revenge. I had lost a wife, yes, but in her absence, I found myself stronger, sharper, unstoppable.